Your vehicle is not like that.
Sit up! You sit up! Get on the ground!
No. See, sir. No. Get out.
You told him no, but stop.
Corrupt cop brutally slams elderly man and faces instant karma. In the first case, the police used excessive force against the 70-year-old man. On October 27th, police officer Joseph Gibson explained to 70-year-old Lich Vu that he was fined for making an improper U-turn.
The way that your vehicle was located, I'll have to write you a ticket for improper U-turn. Whenever you complete a U-turn, you're supposed to be as far to that corner as possible.
They have another car in front of her. That's why, I cannot parking behind her.
To go as far away you're not supposed to be between any cars. You're supposed to be against that curb line.
On October 27th, police officer Joseph Gibson explained to 70-year-old Lich Vu that he was fined for making an improper U-turn.
I need you to sign with your finger. It's not an admission of guilt. You're just signing saying you'll take care of the citation for a ticket. You're promising saying that you'll take care of it at a later date, whether that be in court or if you take care of it outside of court.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm writing and issuing you a citation. I'm not writing a ticket for her hitting you, okay?
No, she hit me. You see the...
I am not writing a ticket.
You see the evidence? No.
Okay, I don't think that you're understanding what I'm saying here.
The tension escalated when Vu stepped out of the car to confront Officer Joseph Gibson. The officer threatened that if Vu didn't sign the citation, he could end up in jail. How did Vu react to such a threat? Stay tuned to find out.
The car, the front of her can her to the and she didn't turn.
Whenever you make a U-turn,
I didn't make a U-turn.
whenever you enter a little intersection thing like that, you are not allowed to go side by side next to a car.
Hey, you are the police.
Yes.
So you know
Okay.
how many cars?
We are done, sir. No, we're done arguing about this, okay? We are not arguing about this,
I
okay?
want to show you.
We argue in court. We argue in court.
We
We don't argue on the side of the road. We argue in court. Yes, that's how it works. Because if not, if you don't sign this, you go to jail.
I'm ready to go.
You ready to go to jail?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. That involves impounding your car, too. Okay.
70-year-old Lich Vu is thrown to the ground by Officer Joseph Gibson after simply tapping the cop on the chest and telling him to shut up. What's shocking isn't just the confrontation. It's that Vu, a frail elderly man, didn't deserve to face such force from a law enforcement officer.
You're not supposed to leave any space at all.
You see that two car?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I am the
The way
car.
where
I'm the
your
top
vehicle
car.
was located, your
Top
vehicle
car.
is not like that.
Sit up. You sit up. Get on the ground.
No. See, sir. No. I need the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Look at his head.
112 Hefner, roll me fire and incident.
Our footage will reveal just how brutally Officer Joseph Gibson used force, leaving the victim unconscious with severe injuries, including a brain hemorrhage and a broken neck.
You see where that car's at? Whenever you enter that area, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to leave any space at all.
You see that two car?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I am the top
The way
car.
where
I'm the
your
top
vehicle
car.
was located, your
Top
vehicle
car.
is not like that.
Sit up.
No.
You sit up. Get on the ground.
Call an ambulance. Anh nói anh lại.
Yeah, I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Look at his head.
112 Hefner, roll me fire and incident, supervisor.
The police department said it is conducting an internal investigation, and Officer Joseph Gibson is on administrative leave. Findings will be presented to the Oklahoma County District Attorney's Office once the investigation is completed.
Something that's gotten a lot of talk recently that I wanted to start with was this incident involving an officer and a 71-year-old man in Oklahoma City. There was a traffic violation that happened. The man was eventually detained. The video, the police body camera video came out, and some people had questions about the use of excessive force after this incident. What do you make of it, and what is kind of the policy when it comes to excessive force and kind of how this incident played out?
I've seen the video, and I know that concerns are really high within the community, and we definitely understand that. Determinations like excessive force or any other determination is something that we can't answer until we've done a complete investigation, and that's determined on the back end. So as much as people want really quick answers, we have to do our due diligence to ensure justice for all parties involved in this incident. At this point, it's a criminal investigation. It's being investigated by the Office of Professional Standards, and upon completion of it, it will be presented to the District Attorney's Office so that they can make an independent finding on criminal charges.
Sounds like you guys are going to get to the bottom of it, so we'll stand by for updates on that.
In most states, a person commits assault and battery when they strike or attempt to strike another, or when they act in a threatening manner to put another in fear of immediate harm. If the first case was about excessive force, the next situation is just as shocking. This time, the police made an arrest without a warrant. On the afternoon of September 9th, this man's go-kart was used by someone without permission. They later caused a collision on the road, prompting the police to approach the man to investigate the incident. Curious about what happened next? The female police officer, instead of approaching the man in a gentle manner, significantly escalated the situation. She stormed into the man's house without permission and used a taser.
You are so wrong for this.
I didn't do that to you.
Stop. You cannot do that. You cannot do that, man. You are so fucked up. You gonna get your bad. You money for the whole shit.
Stop.
I didn't do anything.
The man knows his rights inside and out, and he's adamant that the female officer never even gave him a chance to explain.
I don't understand. What you mean by it? You didn't give me my rights. I went under arrest without me giving me my rights. No,
What's that structure?
I didn't do anything.
Crazy. They crazy. She's walking in man's house. She's walking in man's house and taking his wife.
Saw the officer. I know my law.
Come outside.
I came to get my brother.
How could a police officer be so lacking in empathy, ignoring the man's words and rushing to handcuff him instead?
I'm not going to
Step
jail.
outside, bro.
Hey, please don't grab me, please. Please.
Grab on me.
Please. Don't put me on arrest. That's what I didn't do. I didn't commit no crime. Bro. No. Hold me down.
Later, more officers arrived at the scene. What was initially a situation that could have been resolved quickly escalated far beyond what was necessary. The man then sought assistance through a GoFundMe campaign.
Why is all these police came like it's like a murder happened? is really going on? You got a lighter?
The female police officer in this situation violated the Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause. Get ready for the next shocking moment with Officer Tara Zirkle. You won't believe how rude she got this time. On August 20th, the Hamilton Police Department in New Jersey stated that a passerby had called the police about a domestic violence incident involving a couple, Officer Tara Zirkle and her boyfriend.
Ma'am, okay, so listen.
Like, you so listen. I'm a Trenton cop. I want to go home.
Okay, and you're not going anywhere just yet.
Why?
Because I already explained to you. We had somebody flag us down and say that you were assaulted. When I asked you your name, ma'am, like, you know how these things go. I asked you simply.
I know. You
so
don't need to know my name. I just want to go home. I'm a cop. I want to leave.
That.
So let me leave with my boyfriend.
Please. So we were coming out of Granville, and a bystander came running up to us. She flagged us down, and she goes, "Hey, I just saw somebody in a black truck beating up a girl."
Okay.
He just yanked her out of the car, started beating her up, and threw her back in the car. And this truck passes us coming up Whitehorse. So we jump out, turn our lights on. They start boogieing down Whitehorse Hamilton, and we light it up to get out in front of us. He turns on Klockner, like doesn't even try to yield, and we had to like catch up to him. Probably doing 60 miles an hour.
Okay.
We went up stopping him, went up asking her to get her out of the car, try to get their stories. She starts f***ing out. She goes, "Yeah, I'm a Trenton cop," and I was like, "All right, well, we're just investigating something. Simply that there was an allegation that you were assaulted."
Zirkle seemed quite angry when approached by the police, but still cooperated by giving her name and clarifying that she is also a police officer.
I just need your name, and I would have documented the incident, and then we would have sent you on your way. But you,
what more do you need?
like ran off on me.
Because I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm sorry. I'll write it down for you.
I'll write it.
You are
DZ. You are
KOC 4/21/1977. You're asking me if I'm assaulted. I'm telling you I'm not.
Okay. And then,
I'm not.
But when I simply asked you earlier,
because,
you were so irate.
Listen,
and
you know why I'm irate? Because I'm being pulled over from you people. I'm a cop, and I don't want to be pulled over from a cop.
Can you stay over here or no?
I'm not even driving.
Okay, well, you're still not listening to me.
Are you curious to see how Zirkle reacts when the officer tries to calm things down? You won't believe how rude she gets.
Oh, you don't. Me? I just got here.
Not you.
Okay. I know you. How you doing? I got it.
Done with this.
All right, let me talk to you out here, all right? And I'm gonna let you go, all right? Both of you, all right?
You have no idea.
Yeah, I need you to.
I didn't do a thing wrong, and they're assaulting me. Like they're talking to me like a piece of.
Yeah. I hope not, all right?
Oh, they were. They were.
But listen, you're kind of.
I told them.
You've been on the jump for a long time.
He did nothing wrong to me. They got a call.
They didn't get a call. They got flagged down and said that you were getting assaulted. But you understand where the officers are coming from? You are a veteran officer.
I have 3 years left.
I know.
3 years.
I know.
And I told them.
Down, I'm sure.
And I told them if he was to assault me.
It doesn't help that he speeds away either, right?
No, he stopped.
But it took him a while. All right. So that doesn't help. So now my officers, they don't know who you are. You're flying, like, not you.
Not me.
Not you.
Like,
I'm the victim. Your boyfriend, I'm sorry, but listen to me. I'm trying, and okay, calm down. Right, I know you. I've backed you up before on jobs. I've done the.
I'm so done with this point.
I'm an ACU guy, like, I know Trent. Your boyfriend takes off and doesn't stop. Now we're thinking we're in a car pursuit, all right? But there's not. I'm here to calm everybody down.
What's even more ridiculous, Zirkle actually flips the officer the bird. It's as if she forgot she's supposed to be a cop herself.
I'm gonna get you out of here. But you gotta understand where these officers are coming from, all right?
Well,
they think you're getting beat up. You told them no, but stop.
No.
Please stop.
No, stop.
Okay, come here.
I'm sorry.
Here.
I know on camera.
I know, and I have to be. I know, and so this is not going anywhere, all right? He's trying to get to the bottom of it, all right? Now look
and
at
I told him, if I'm so the victim, right? I'm the victim.
But you
I told
understand,
him
Tara.
nothing happened.
I know with you can take care of yourself.
Nothing happened.
I've witnessed it. But
nothing happened.
I know, and you say nothing happened, right?
Nothing.
But he doesn't know you. He doesn't know you, right? So then I know you, right? He's still trying to figure. He's out to look. He's out looking for you.
You can see the officer trying to explain everything to Zirkle in an attempt to calm the situation. But when that clearly doesn't work, the officer decides to talk to her boyfriend instead.
Calm now with these officers. Look at it from their point of view, all right? That's all I'm saying.
What?
I know.
You
Go ahead.
know where
Give it to me. Give it to me. Yes.
You know where
I know.
works. So look at it, my point of view.
From the car.
He's running.
He didn't stop, and he sped away from it. All right.
No, he didn't.
Well,
though.
that's what I was told.
But he really didn't.
Yeah. Well, they tried to pull him over down by the light, right? Can I go talk to him?
Go ahead.
Yeah. You can. How you doing, sir? Listen, I know you're shaking your head. Listen,
it's not even true.
I'm out here. Listen, I'm out here to calm everybody down. All right? I know Tara, right? I work with her in the city. These are good guys.
They said they sped away. You sped away.
I'm here to talk to Tara. Know her. Nothing happened, right? We had somebody. You're a sheriff. You understand? Somebody flagged him down and said that Tara was getting assaulted. And whatever. Maybe you guys were in an argument. That's none of my business. She's saying nothing happened. I'm okay with it. All right. But the fact is, you can't. I'm not saying you didn't stop right away, but my officers, it's all on camera, right? You kind of should have pulled right over. Next time, pull right over. All right? Now the officers. Okay.
In the end, no arrests were made in this case. Could it be that those who wear the badge always manage to escape accountability so easily?
I know so. Okay. The one that you hate. Yeah. The one that you know him, right? You're friends with him, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I was in a crime unit. That's how I know Tara. So I'm also I used to be very proactive. Right. I get it. So
this is just utter bullshit.
Let me talk to my officer. I'm going to set Tara back in the car. Do you have your ID? Did they take anything? Okay.
This is just like
Get in the
embarrassing.
car. You got everything you need? All right, you guys, we're good. I'm gonna cut them loose. Yeah.
Based on our findings, Officer Tara Zirkle was subsequently terminated after being charged and investigated for multiple instances of excessive use of force. Abuse of power or abuse of authority in the form of malfeasance in office or official abuse of power is the commission of an unlawful act done in an official capacity, which affects the performance of official duties. Malfeasance in office is often a just cause for removal of an elected official by statute or recall election. Officials who abuse their power are often corrupt.
Go! Go!
I think the court's aware of the incident that took place. Can take that into consideration. Mr. Cicchini obviously is not a flight.
Come here. The police are out here messing with me. I'm just trying to do my sidewalk truck.
Hold on.
While certain officers misuse their power and forsake their oath, today's story reveals how instant karma strikes back with a forceful impact. Let's get into the case where a Michigan public safety director assaulted a teen with a flashlight. On the night of Saturday, September 17th, 2022, at approximately 10:30 p.m., 18-year-old Travis Cram, 19-year-old Parker Wieland, and 18-year-old Gabella Rapati were riding rented scooters near Bay City Public Safety Director Michael Cheney's apartment in Bay City, Michigan. Dissatisfied with the situation, Cheney confronted the teens directly.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna take you to jail. What'd I do?
Get out of here.
Director Cheney's assertion that the teenagers were guilty of disturbing the peace due to their disruptive noise and his subsequent action of hitting Mr. Cram with a flashlight raises important legal questions.
What'd I do? Go. What'd I do? Go. That battery? You hit me because of disturbing the peace. It's a crime. Disturb my peace. Believe you just committed battery. No. Yes. No, you hit me with a flashlight. That's battery. Get out of here. You call the cops. You just committed battery. Right? Chief of police. Call the cops. That doesn't work that way, dude. You're gonna tell me the law? What, you big some legal scholar on the Supreme Court? And then you can't threaten to kick the First Amendment.
What's the First Amendment?
You hit me with a flashlight.
No,
you don't have a right to disturb
the peace.
What are you talking about? Like, I didn't even do it. How did you feel threatened, bro? Is it my luscious locks? Are you jealous? You bald bitch? Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can assault you all I want. You're gonna kiss me? Assault me. You wanna make out? I'll make out with you right now. I swing both ways, bro. Go ahead. Assault me.
Back
I'm
up.
not gonna touch you. I know.
Get out of his face.
I've got 3 hooligans that need to go. Hooligans? You hit me with a flashlight. I'm at 9th Street in front of River's Edge. Step it up. Step it up. I'm not gonna fight you, dude.
According to Section 54-49, unreasonably disturbing loud noises include actions such as yelling, shouting, etc. Between the dates of April 1st through November 1st, inclusive yelling, shouting, hooting, whistling, or singing in the public streets, particularly between the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m., and on any other date between the hours of 9 p.m. and 7 a.m., or at any time or place, so as to unreasonably disturb the quiet, comfort, or repose of persons in any office or in any dwelling, hotel, or other type of residence, or of any persons in the vicinity. Director Cheney made the 911 call, and 2 Bay City Public Safety Department officers arrived on the scene. Their inquiry was recorded on body cameras. Director Cheney admitted that he had used a flashlight to hit the teenager.
Okay, I'm talking to him. No, you're not. Let him talk first. Let him talk first.
Let him talk.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Disturbing the peace. Both of them squealing their wheels at me.
Stop. He's talking.
Okay. They hit the cone. They're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes. I'd had enough. I'm upstairs. All right. I said some bad words. All right. Okay. He challenged me to fight and dared me to come down. He stood off on me, and I did a pectoral jab with my flashlight.
Okay.
I'll cut a supplement. 2 charges right here. Okay. In my opinion. Okay. But I'll let you investigate it. Okay.
I'll get their statements. I come check in with you. Okay.
In Michigan, Section 750.81, except as otherwise provided in this section, a person who assaults and batters an individual, if no other punishment is prescribed by law, is guilty of a misdemeanor punishable by imprisonment for not more than 93 days or a fine of not more than $500, or both. In the case of Director Cheney and Mr. Cram, the legal framework suggests that if Director Cheney's actions involved an intentional and harmful or offensive touching of Mr. Cram, it is likely that the court would find that both assault and battery were committed. The police then spoke privately with the 2 young men to investigate further. They claimed that they neither provoked nor attacked Director Cheney, even though Cheney repeatedly taunted him to hit him. Cheney also threatened to arrest him for disturbing the peace, although the young man argued that it was not an offense worthy of jail time.
You got nothing on you?
No.
Okay. All right, what's going on?
So we were just riding around on burn scooters, you know, like teenagers do. And then he came up here, and then he started yelling, and he threatened him first. So he was defending himself, like against him.
How did he threaten him?
I don't remember exactly what he said. Okay. But he antagonized him, so he was defending himself. Then he started yelling at us, and he defended himself.
Where did he come from? He was up there,
up at the top.
Okay.
And he was like, "I'll come down there and beat your ass."
Okay.
And we waited down here to see if he would actually come down, and then he came down, and he came up and hit him. I don't know if it was like in the chest or the rib cage, but he hit him with the flashlight and then started shining it in his eyes.
You got your ID on you?
Yes.
All right, let me see it.
And he was also getting in his face, telling him to swing on.
Okay. Where are the burn scooters at right now?
They're those ones right there.
Where were you standing when him and him were?
I was standing right next to him.
And was that in the middle of the street here, or
Yes.
like over there, in the middle of the street right here?
Yes. The guy over there was getting in his face, telling him to hit him and stuff.
Okay, and then what? What else?
I don't really remember what all was said. Because
That was just an honest question.
That's not my biological brother,
Yeah.
but
So just amped up and kind of you're
Yes.
missing parts. Okay. All right. How old is he?
18.
He's 18. You're 19.
Yes.
Okay. About how long ago this happened?
Like probably 15, 20 minutes before you guys showed up. Wait,
Go on that pole so she can see you. Okay. Go sit on that pole, okay?
I was riding. You know how like when you press the brake, the back wheel locks up and it makes a squeaking noise, right?
Okay.
And you can drift when you do that. It's kind of fun, right?
Okay.
I get it's kind of late and stuff, right? He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? Because he said, "Why don't you keep it down?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing wrong." He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" So I didn't know who he was, right? Just random old guy, older guy, not trying to be rude, right? So I said, "Yeah, come down, we can go." He's threatening me to fight me, and I stood right here. I said, "What's up?" He walks up to me and like, "I'm not gonna hit you, I promise." He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight. Okay. And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
What did you do when he walked down?
I just stood there. I said, "What's up?" Like I didn't know who he was. He has authority over me. He's better than me. All I know is
So
he was like threatening me to swing on him. He wanted me to swing on him.
Why?
Right?
How?
Like he would get out. He was like, "I'm not close to you, but like
No,
say this is my face. This was his face." He was like threatening, like, "Swing on me, bro. Swing on me. Swing on me. Come on, big shot. Swing on me."
Did he say that?
Yes. It was like after the effect of the like when he came down here and showed me his badge. As soon as he showed me his badge, I was out. Right? I'm not gonna fight a cop.
So he comes out, you
Yep.
say, "What's up?"
Yep.
You told me that he comes up to you and pokes you in the stomach with the flashlight.
Like jab. And then he was like, "Come on, big shot," like threatening. Like,
What exactly did he say though, right?
like
Because
hit
you
me.
said a couple
So I was
times.
mad, right? I'm mad, right? And then I just walked away. I walked that way. I walked to the other side of that.
No. You say something to him.
I
and
said,
then
"That's
how-
battery."
and
And he
then
said,
what?
"No, it's not. You're going to jail for disturbing the peace."
Okay.
I said, "That's not a jail-worthy crime." I was like, I'm kind of mad, bro. I could fight someone right now.
Don't reach in your pocket.
I'm so sorry. I was out of pocket. Anyways, so I was like, I should fight you. To him, right? I should fight him, right? He hit me with the flashlight. That's
This is
self-defense.
after the-
He's like, I should hit him back. This is self-defense. If he hits me with a flashlight, I'm an unarmed dude,
Where was
right?
he?
I'm mad. Like I could hit him.
Okay. Then
Right?
what?
And he runs up to me, like not run, but like fast walks up to me. He's like, hit me. And like points toward his chin. Like I'm gonna hit him. And I said, "No, I'm more mature than you. I'm not gonna hit you." And then you guys got here. And I asked him if I could sit down. He said, "You're free to do whatever you want." I walked over here, I seen you guys pulling up, and I stopped. Now I'm here. I didn't threaten him in any way. I don't know how he feels threatened.
So the original altercation was because you were
Squeaking the tires on the bird
and he
scooters.
yelled at you from up there.
Yeah, because he's chief of police. He's above me. He's better than me.
Exactly 1 week after the event, Director Cheney was placed on paid administrative leave as the Michigan State Police conducted their investigation. The investigation culminated in charges being filed against him on November 30th, 2022, for assault and battery. Director Cheney, despite holding a position of authority, faced legal repercussions in accordance with the law.
Contact order with Travis Cram. Obviously, no assaultive, intimidating, or threatening behavior, in addition to all your standard terms and conditions, and also no possession or use of any weapons. In regards to the remainder of the bond, I leave it to the court's discretion.
Yeah, obviously, the court is aware that Mr. Cecchini has no prior criminal history whatsoever. I think the court's aware of the incident that took place, can take that into consideration. Mr. Cecchini obviously is not a flight risk by any means. He's remained in the area. So we would ask that the court enter a personal recognizance bond. We have no objection to not having contact with the alleged victim.
So at this time, I will grant the request for a personal recognizance bond due to the lack of prior record and Mr. Cecchini's very low flight risk. He did appear, but due to the nature of the charges, I will grant the request for the protective conditions bond, so there's not be any contact of any type with Travis Cram, except for what's ever necessary during any type of court proceedings. And you not to be within a quarter mile of his residence or workplace, and not to display any aggressive behavior or have any weapons in your possession. Questions about anything?
Nope, we're set.
Anything further that we need to address, Ms. Ryan?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
On May 15, 2023, just before a rainstorm, Joshua Leigh Hinson, a chalk artist, was creating sidewalk art in Leon Valley, Texas. Field Training Officer Jorge Breton and his trainee, Officer Alan Gonzalez, arrived following an anonymous tip claiming that Hinson was defacing public property.
Somebody called us because you're doing graffiti. So if you don't have a permit, unfortunately, yeah, you have to
freedom
stop.
of expression to create in public.
Public, yes.
Yeah, I've been arrested more than three times now. So I mean, if y'all need to arrest me for it, you can arrest me, and then what am I doing wrong, man?
Graffiti.
I'm creating, and it's about to rain and wash it all away.
Yeah, that's my concern. That is not. Could you stop it, please? Come right here, please. Sit on this way.
Officer Breton informed Officer Gonzalez that Mr. Hinson would be booked for graffiti.
Hey, the police are out here messing with me. I'm just trying to do my sidewalk chalk.
Hold on. Come here.
The police are out here messing with me. I'm just trying to do my sidewalk chalk.
Hold on. We tried to talk to you. You don't listen. We try to be civilized. We want to give you a break. Now you're pushing us to do this.
I'm not pushing you to do this. You're choosing to do this because you're a bully. Man, I don't
Buys you on the thing.
Y'all have already helped me for this.
Money off of that or what?
Yeah. Trying to create beauty in a public place.
The problem is you don't have a permit for that.
You don't need a permit.
No? Okay. You can explain that to the judge, okay?
Under Section 28.08 of the Texas Penal Code, a person commits an offense if, without the effective consent of the owner, the person intentionally or knowingly makes markings, including inscriptions, slogans, drawings, or paintings on the tangible property of the owner. However, since Mr. Hinson used chalk, which is not covered by this statute, it is unlikely a court would find him in violation. According to Section 8.03.031 of the Leon Valley Code, a graffiti implement includes felt tip markers, graffiti implement, paint stick. Notably, chalk is excluded from this definition. Therefore, Mr. Hinson's use of chalk would likely be deemed non-violative under this specific ordinance. Mr. Hinson was taken into custody by officers and transported to the police station for processing. This incident was captured on Officer Breton's body camera, which also recorded an insightful exchange between Officer Breton and his supervisor, Sergeant Chad Mandry, upon arrival at the station.
Do you check in your first game?
Yeah, it's paper.
Okay. Let's go with the designer for graffiti.
Regular case of business.
All that is yours?
All that is your stuff?
Okay, what are you going to do with that? I'm asking you now, what are you going to do with that? Graffiti.
How what?
The whole crossing in the corner by the bus stop. I'm going to read the statute again. I want to give you a break.
In order for Class B, it has to be indelible, meaning non-erasable. So chalk is
I don't know, with the water it's not washing off, so it's going to take a little time.
But chalk, just be careful, because chalk is not considered a permanent marking. That's probably not going to be a arrestable offense.
Yeah, we're going to check it right now. If that is the case, just let him go.
Yeah, double check, but tell them to be careful, because if we bring something back here like that, then if we unlawfully detain them, then that opens up for lawsuit.
Okay.
So this is our police department. We're just gonna hold you and process all your stuff. Gonna go ahead and get everything got on your pocket top. Let's go ahead and start working this one. Go straight.
Hello. I've never done this before, but yesterday I was arrested for sidewalk chalk and brought over here and put in a cell. Request for like everything that happened yesterday, and then lodge a formal complaint about Officer Bretton Rodriguez. Whenever you have a second. Okay. I was just wanting to get some information on I was wrongfully arrested for sidewalk chalk yesterday. Hopefully get the webcam and then lodge a formal complaint. Normally in time I have to deal with the police. I always wear a suit and a tie because I want to act man. I don't want them to treat me worse, but I'm never the one doing anything wrong. So today I figured I'd go ahead and go with my EBL and care shirt.
You fill it out in entirety and it can be notarized by the corporate right there.
Okay.
And there's how you can submit your question.
Under Section 1983 provides an individual the right to sue state government employees and others acting under color of state law for civil rights violations. Section 1983 does not provide civil rights. It is a means to enforce civil rights that already exist. Finally, the officers decided to charge Mr. Hinson with criminal mischief, which was ultimately dismissed. Hopefully, this video has given you a clearer understanding of the dangers of corruption within the police force. If you found this information useful, please leave your comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.